What is good, y'all? Special early podcast today. Today we gotta get to that. Zip with the Drip came out and presented some paperwork, from what I heard, Zip with the Drip went on Gully TV's channel without even having the paperwork. Zip with the Drip spoke on something without even technically having the paperwork available at that certain point in time. Well, y'all, I got my hands on the paperwork. That's right, you guys. I got my hands on the paperwork, all 79 pages of it. All 79 pages of it. So tonight, we're going to get to that. Yeah, Zip, you want to talk on the internet? Let's talk. Let's talk on the internet, young grasshopper. Let's talk, young grasshopper. Something just ain't right. Something just ain't right, young grasshopper Zip. So everybody out there, I just want to say, not so fast. I think everyone is jumping to conclusions without actually knowing the full story. Everyone's jumping to conclusions without actually knowing the full story. Did Zip with the Drip go on the internet and explain the full story about what happened? Well, today I'm going to explain what happened. Today we're going to explain how Mark, hereinafter referred to as the petitioner, how he was actually, he had a co-defendant. He had a co-defendant that was released after 22 months in jail. Doesn't that sound odd? After these dudes were picked up in 94, the co-defendant was released in 96. The petitioner was convicted in 97. Failed out on his appeal in 2000. That's right, you guys. I got all the info. So when you come in here, hit that like button. Let me know what city and state you're representing. Hit that like button. Let me know what city and state you're representing, and let's get to that. Let's get to that. Not so fast, young grasshopper. So, I feel bad for Bimmy. You know what I mean? I feel bad for Bimmy because he gets a lot of hate. He's a good dude, but he gets a lot of hate because of the Supreme Team. People don't hate Bimmy because of something that he did. They simply hate him because he was down with the Supreme Team. So everyone out there, dudes that are jumping to conclusions, do me a favor and get out of the way. All y'all jumping to conclusions. You're the type of people to nail a pedestrian on a city bike. They act like Bimmy ran over their grandmother crossing the street. That's what they're acting like right now. Something's up with all this hate for Bimmy, and I'm not feeling it, y'all. I want to go over the paperwork today because I don't think it's been gone over properly. What up? What up? We got Albany, New York in the building. Appreciate you tapping in from Albany, New York. We got Newark, New Jersey tapped in. Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. We're live. We're going in on this today, man. I got to speak. I got to speak my piece. I got to speak my piece on this, man. Now, listen, if y'all out there don't like Supreme, I understand that. But Bimmy doesn't have nothing to do with none of that. Listen, if Bimmy is a rat, Mikey T, the movie star, has no problem coming on the internet and saying that. But I'm not jumping out the window. I'm not attacking nobody without really knowing. One thing about me, I don't jump out the window because Star said so. Washington, D.C., what's popping? Appreciate you tapping in from D.C. You already know what it is. Hit that like button. Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. So let's get into the incident that happened on September 2nd, 1994. at approximately 10:40 p.m. on the corner of 142nd Place and Foch Boulevard in Queens County. A woman by the name of Shamina. Yeah, let's talk about it. Foch Boulevard. I'm going to tell y'all about Foch. I'm going to tell y'all about Foch Boulevard in a few minutes. Gully TV, you would never go to Foch Boulevard, homie. 142nd. 140 Deuce. Hit that like button. Salute, salute. Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from if you're in the building. So, Shamina was sitting in a Toyota 4Runner, a sports utility vehicle, with a guy by the name of Derek. The 4Runner was owned by Shamina's ex-boyfriend, but he gave her the car when he was sent to prison. As Shamina and Derek were sitting in the 4Runner, the petitioner, a very close friend of Shamina's ex-boyfriend, drove past Shamina and Derek. After passing by Shamina and Derek, the petitioner turned his car around, turned his headlights off, and drove towards them again. Listen, did they break down the story like this for you? Because that's what I'm doing today. Did they tell you actually what happened? A lot of people on the internet, they can talk, but they can't properly relay the information. Appreciate everybody tapping in. ENY broadcast, Stacks was popping. Let me know what city and state y'all tapped in from. Definitely appreciate whoever taps into the live stream. So this dude, the petitioner, turned his car around, turned his headlights off, and drove towards them again. The petitioner pulled up to the 4Runner and sounded his horn. The petitioner rolled down his driver's window, which was adjacent to and only a few feet from Shamina's driver's window. He actually then pointed a gun in Shamina's direction and repeatedly fired into her 4Runner. As a result of the barrage of bullets the petitioner fired, Shamina was struck 6 times. This dude is out here shooting shorties, y'all. This shit is reckless. This shit is foul, in my opinion. And probably most of y'all as well. Dykeman, Rotten Apple, what's popping? Salute to y'all for tapping in. What's happening? As a result of the barrage of bullets the petitioner fired, Shamina was struck 6 times, but she survived. So Zip with the Drip wants to come on the internet and implicate Bimmy, yet there's a survivor in this case. Zip, do you not read all the paperwork? I know it was a bitch to read all 72 pages. But you're going to tell me, what up, Jersey? You're going to come on the internet and try to tell the world that this information, that Bimmy is a confidential informant, when this shooting that occurred, a survivor, there was a survivor there. But you're going to try to put it on Bimmy. Derek, however, was struck in the head by 1 bullet and died from his wounds. The petitioner was subsequently arrested and indicted for 2 counts of murder in the 2nd degree, attempted murder in the 2nd degree, 2 counts of assault in the 2nd degree, criminal possession of a weapon in the 2nd degree, and criminal possession of a weapon in the 3rd degree, just in case they got to drop one of them. Now, let me tell you something that I don't think Mr. Let's Get to That put out there. Zip, if you want to be a blogger, if you want to be something in this industry, why don't you report all the information? Did you go on the internet and say that this man's accomplice, a man by the name of Thomas, the guy who was actually in the car with the petitioner during the shooting, he was also arrested? This man was Thomas was arrested with Mark. He was arrested and indicted as a co-defendant. Did you explain this to the world, Zip? On April 23rd, this is like 2 years after, you know what I mean? A year and 9 months after, something like that. On April 23rd, 1996, the state dismissed all the charges against him. So now we got a survivor from the case, and we got the co-defendant. Some 22 months later, all the charges on his account dismissed. Yet you want to place this shit on Bimmy? Yet you want to place this on Bimmy? Zip, did you read the paperwork? Because Zip, you're coming off as a fraud, and that's why I'm coming on the internet to expose this fake ass shit that you're putting out to the world. There's already literally two people out there that are going to snitch on the petitioner, the survivor and his Cody. The survivor and his Cody. So let's get to it. On February 11th, 1997, some 3 years after this, the petitioner proceeded to trial before the justice of the Supreme Court of Queens County and a jury. So February 11th, his trial starts, I want to say, 1997. And on March 16th, 1997, the jury convicted the petitioner of murder in the second degree, intentional, attempted murder in the second degree, assault in the second degree, and criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. I guess they dropped the criminal possession of a weapon in the third degree, like I said. Everybody in here, hit that like button, share this video one time. Make sure you support the channel. And, let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. That's right. Zip with the drip dropped the ball. And I don't appreciate it because Bimmy actually put Zip, or he attempted to put Zip in a position to win. This is some information that I put on the internet, which Bimmy actually clarified. That's right, you guys. Bimmy actually clarified the information. Yeah, what information did he clarify? The information that Bimmy was actually putting together a team of bloggers. Bimmy was going to get a whole studio set up to all these bloggers, and he'd said, 10, you got to make it work with Hassan. Hassan was down. Then he told Zip he wasn't down, from what 10 Toes Down told me. That's what he told him. Yeah, I might do an interview with Mikey B. Salute to Mikey B. We might have to get him on the channel for an interview. But listen to this. So on May 22nd, 1997, the petitioner was sentenced as a second felony offender. So guys, what did we say just 1 second ago? The co-defendant, Thomas, the co-defendant, all of his charges were dismissed April 23rd, 1996. And by March 19th, 1997, the petitioner is convicted. 2 months later, he was sentenced. Did Zip break down the information like this? Dudes is out there running their mouth like clowns, exactly. So this guy was sentenced as a second felony offender to terms of imprisonment of from 25 years to life on the second degree murder conviction, and from 10 to 20 years on the attempted murder conviction. Both terms to be served consecutively. So right there, this guy's getting 25 for the murder, second degree, 25 years. And then after the fact, the attempted murder, he is getting sentenced to 10 to 25 years. So right off bat, this guy has to serve 35 years in jail. The petitioner was also sentenced to from 3.5 to 7 years of incarceration on the assault and weapons conviction, which were to be served concurrently to the attempted murder conviction. The secondary charges that he got 3 to 7 years, they are allowing him to, or they did allow him to serve concurrently with his initial 25 to life. So that 3 to 7 year stints in jail, he actually will serve those concurrently, but he's got 25 to life to do, and then he has to consecutively, not concurrently, in regard to the attempted murder charge where the female was hit 6 times, he got 10 to 25. So that means after 10 years on that, he would go up for parole. So after 35 years, he would go up for parole. And here we are 30 years, 29 years removed. So maybe this man is 5 years potentially away from parole. He also, so get this, guys. Again, I don't think Zip is breaking down the information like this. So hit that like button if you support Mikey T, the movie star. On May 22nd, 1997, he was sentenced. Get this, June 2000, literally 3 years later. From May 97 to June 2000 is when his appeal was first, you know what I mean, brought up to the New York State Supreme Court Appellate Division. And another thing I want to say is Gully TV went on his channel in the interview with Bimmy, and he said an attorney revealed Bimmy's name. I'm calling bullshit, Gully TV. Bullshit. An attorney can't reveal it. Gully TV is full of shit. Don't speak before you know the facts. And don't speak to me. And don't speak to me about the legal system. An attorney cannot reveal that info. He is not allowed to. What does he want to lose his bar license? Gully TV, you're capping. The attorney didn't reveal that. And if he did, tell me what attorney that is. Because that guy is going to lose his job. What do you want to see? An attorney lose 12 years of law school? You want to see that happen today? Prove it, Gully. Prove it. My thing is this. If you got a valid point, you got a valid point. But the stuff you're saying, Gully TV, is off the wall. The lawyer revealed your name. Why don't you get the paperwork and read it? That was only 7 pages worth of paperwork, and it was on page 4, homie. That was only 7 pages. There was a whole nother 72 pages. The stuff you're saying is just off the wall, man. Shut up. Are you stupid? That's how I know Gully TV is full of shit, man. Gully, you probably had legal aid that represented you in your one and only case in life. Let me know when you go and get 80 credits from John Jay College. Let me know when you go and get 80 credits from John Jay College. Don't talk to me about no criminal justice system. Why do you think I never get caught up in no cases? I know the laws. You think I never get caught up in no cases? It's because I know the laws, homie. You don't even know what you're saying on the internet. Jeez, man, how could I expect you to know how to move in the real world and you don't even know what you're saying on the internet, jeez? You, Gully, you don't even know what the dude's being charged with. You don't even know the lawyer's name. The shit you're saying is some make-believe Disney shit. The shit you're saying is some make-believe Disney shit, homie. But the fucked up part about it is not one person is doing actual investigative journalism and actually looking at it from an unbiased point of view. I'm like, yo, let me look and see if Bimmy is a rat. And this topic, let me see if this topic is actually accurate before I jump out the window. Let me see if dudes even know what they're talking about. Let me see if dudes even know what they're talking about, man. But then I started listening, and then I heard Gully TV actually saying stupid shit like that. And I'm like, this guy has absolutely no knowledge of the legal system. I can't blame Gully TV for not knowing better. But let me tell you, if it was me And if I was in the lawyer's position and I invested 12 years of my life studying law, you think my 12 years of hard work going through law school, you think I'm going to jeopardize my whole career to leak a rat? You think I'm going to do that? You think I'm going to leak a rat over someone that I don't even know? Come on, get out of here, Gully. Why do it? What did the attorney get out of it? Is the attorney actually looking for street cred? Gully TV, does the attorney want to be a member of the Supreme Team? Look up the information that you're going to put out on the internet, homie. All you had to do, you have Bimmy coming on your channel, do some investigative journalism, man. Don't just wing it. That's why your career is in the shitter, because you just wing important conversations like this. The attorney is not Bimmy's op. If you're going to lie, do me a favor. Be a good liar. You know what I mean? Because me, I'm trained to analyze bullshit. And Gully TV, you are full of hella shit. Hella shit. I don't like people who don't know what they're talking about. Just say, I'm not aware. Can you fill me in? Ask questions like that. Don't just shoot in the air and hope you hit a bird. This ain't duck hunt, Gully TV. You're shooting in the air, hoping to hit a bird. This all started because Zip with the Drip, we all know why it started. Zip with the Drip was getting told that his brother and his dad were snitches. So it's obvious that he has an agenda. If somebody said a member of my family was a snitch, I would be mad too. I would actually probably start throwing shots everywhere. I would say, you're a snitch. So Bimmy was talking to Gully, and he said, I went through his lawyer. How am I becoming an informant going through a defense lawyer and signing my name? Hold on. 1 second, you guys. Listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Bimmy told this to Gully TV. And Bimmy is actually bringing up a good point. If you're going to rat, what are you doing? You know what I mean? If you're going to rat, you have your own lawyer you can rat to. The story doesn't make sense. That's one. I believe Bimmy. And two, that was never on his jacket. We all know that. And to me, it's just odd how people are attacking him. Another thing, I want you guys to actually listen to the man's voice when he talks. Bimmy talks with conviction. He means what he says, and he's not lying. Again, this is just coming from somebody that listens to bullshitters all day. You guys know that. Just being real. It doesn't sound like Bimmy is lying. You know what I mean? He doesn't sound like he's under pressure. He's actually telling him it wasn't that way, wasn't this way. He's actually questioning the information that's out there. But now, Gully, I'm questioning you. Now I'm questioning you, Gully. I'm questioning your information. If my name is on an affidavit, according to you, why can't nobody find it? The lawyer leaked it, right? The lawyer leaked it, you said. Why can't nobody find it? Why can't nobody find it? That's my question. And here comes everyone in the comments. Yo, Mikey T, get off the Supreme Team's jock. He's a rat. Okay, that's cool. But where is the paperwork at? Let's have a paperwork party like we did with Miko Worldwide. Were y'all here for that one? Honestly, y'all know I would be the first one doing it. But that's not how we're giving it up. Because I mess with Bimmy. We did the Troy McElroy Ave paperwork party too. I can pull up a video of Bimmy dissing the shit out of Hassan Campbell defending me. But in all honesty, guys, I cracked the case. If you were just watching a few minutes ago, I cracked the case. Here's what happened, you guys. I got it all now. We're going to read some more paperwork, but I got it all figured out. This is why they call me Mikey T the movie, because I'm going to paint a movie picture for you. I'm going to paint a movie picture for y'all. Y'all got this credible info from Zip with the Drip? You're telling me Zip with the Drip gave you this? Zip, who's actually accused of being a rat himself. Yo, Zip, you got to address the rat rumors about yourself before anyone else. You're kind of iffy, homie. You're kind of iffy out here. You're new to the game. Someone's probably going to pull your shit. I mean, Blue Boy did, right? Oh, and that's right. Zip also doesn't like 10 Toes Down. And what? 10 Toes Down is actually friends with Bimmy. Right. You see how I'm painting the movie for you? My thing is this. I'm like a lawyer. Not really, but, I'm like a lawyer. I have to find a motive. So I can ask, why are they hating on Bimmy? If you got paperwork, drop it. We'll do a paperwork party. But this situation is different. You know what I mean? This situation is different because it's dropping and raising a lot of red flags. Y'all know I got the paperwork, all 79 pages of it. I don't know what Zip gave you. Zip, you're going to have to produce that police report. That's the only thing that's going to save your ass in this one. But until I see that police report, I'm calling Cap, homie. I'm calling Cap, and it's ridiculous how you betray someone who tried to help you when another person was just going to bullet Scotty you. Gully TV asked Bimmy, what is a DD5? Bimmy said, a police report. Gully, you seriously need to shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about, and Bimmy is actually G-checking you in a polite way. But I can tell, Bimmy he's not really feeling Gully TV's questions because I know he's thinking this guy can't be that stupid where he just asked me what a DD5 is. He's asking me, what is the code for a police report? Gully, let me ask you, do you know who Fat Cat is? You don't know who Fat Cat is? How old are you? Weren't you running around in the early 80s and you don't know shit about Fat Cat? I'll put that on Hassan Campbell too. You don't know shit about Fat Cat either. I will actually guarantee my life savings that you don't know him. I'll cash app you. Just call him on the phone. Put him on the FaceTime or something. This is a man who got booked with Fat Cat's crew. Bimmy, listen, Gully, you're a fucking clown. Guess what he could have did back then? He could have ratted. He could have ratted on Fat Cat's whole crew. If Bimmy was a snitch, listen to me. This is why I don't believe your whole story, man. If Bimmy was a snitch, he would have snitched a long time ago. Once a rat, always a rat. He wouldn't have waited that long. That's like saying 6ix9ine didn't snitch on Treyway. He stood tall, but then he snitched on Casanova. Nah, he would have snitched on Treyway before snitching on Casanova. Once a rat, always a rat. Hit that like button. Share this video one time. And when Bimmy says, I don't even got that on my jacket, it's fact. You can look it up. So when people say, well, Bimmy is out and the whole Supreme team is locked up. Listen, if I had $1 for every stupid question asked, it's because they had nothing on him. 10 Toes Down will tell you he's a cool, mellow dude. Mellow dude, cool. He likes to get money. He ain't about that crazy rah-rah shit. Y'all missed the part where Bimmy started working for Def Jam. Bimmy said, my man, this is what he said to Gully. My man got me. We went to Troy's lawyer. I signed an affidavit. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I didn't say shit. Cleared my name for all of that. I'm going to need somebody other than Gully TV to explain to me why Bimmy is a snitch. Like, I'm sorry, Gully, you're not the one that's qualified to answer these questions. Your platform is not the right one, you Queens Flip wannabe. 10 toes down, took your spot. I already told you that. I'm going to need somebody else to explain this to me. Why is he a snitch? Why? Because he cleared his name of murder? Because he cleared his name in a murder case. Why? Because he, quote unquote, snitched on someone he doesn't even know? Someone he didn't even do any crimes with? I'm confused here, man. It ain't like this was Bimmy's man. It's not like it was his people. You know what I'm saying? The same way Troy Ave tried to throw Mano under the bus. Oh, I ain't going to jump in front of the bus for Mano. Let them think it's Mano. Y'all remember that when Mano, all them headlines about Irving Plaza were online about Mano? I didn't forget. I don't forget hip-hop history. I lived through this. It's not like Mano was his people, right? It's not like it was his people. So I got a question for the haters now. You can tell Bimmy doesn't want no rat shit attached to his jacket. Again, someone shot someone. Maybe Bimmy could have actually been a suspect, so he wanted it to be known that he had nothing to do with that shit. That's not snitching. So let me ask you guys in the chat a question. Did Cassidy snitch on A-Rab? Did Cassidy snitch on A-Rab because he said, I don't know shit? I don't know who was shooting. I just know it wasn't me. So for the people saying Cassidy snitched on A-Rab, how about you ask Dark Low? No, he didn't. Cassidy does not get enough credit for not snitching. Even Dark Low didn't want to diss Cassidy, y'all. Even Dark Low didn't want to diss Cassidy. He said, I don't got nothing bad to say about Cassidy. So let me get this. The news that I broke. So let me get this. Cassidy wrote a letter to the judge for Dark Low. So he's a rat now, right? The logic that some people on the internet have is crazy. Gully TV, just because you watch Crown TV, it doesn't mean you're a legal expert. And shout out to Crown TV. That's not even a shot at him. But just because you watch Crown TV, it doesn't mean that you can talk to me about legal shit, Gully. And shout out to Crown TV. Gully TV's been jacking y'all content for years. Stop living off of their content, Gully. Grow up, homie. And the way you conduct your interview, it's as if you're accusing the man. So, the way you're saying the chat wants to know, you're doing it in a way it's like, I don't believe you. Yeah, but Zip with the Drip said, give me a Z. You what are you, Zip with the Drip's cheerleader? I'll get you some pom-poms, Gully. I'll get you some pom-poms. So, guys, this incident happened on 142nd. This incident happened on 142nd in Foch Boulevard in Queens. What do you know about Foch, Gully? You don't know shit about Foch. F-O-C-H. You didn't throw up no Suzukis on Foch. I actually seen the Black Pistol Pete out there. Peter Rolex. I seen them Black Hand dudes. They be out there. Yeah, 140 Deuce and Foch. That's where the Black Hands dudes were out hard body, man. Rest in peace, Black Hand Chaz. Rest in peace, Black Hand Chaz. That was my guy. I had dinner with Chaz. I had discussions with Chaz. And everybody in the comments, I'm sorry, Foch, you're not going there. I'm not going back there. Hassan Campbell is not going there. Gully TV is definitely not going there. You're not going to catch Gully TV on Foch ever. He's going to probably say some shit like, oh, what is this, private houses? It looks like Rochdale. He's the type to pull up on Foch and be like, is this Rochdale? He's a moron. He's really that stupid, you guys. So the breakdown, man, basically this dude shot an innocent bystander 6 times. Okay? Now the police are looking for you. My name is Bimmy. All I know is I didn't shoot. If I beef with somebody, I beef with somebody. I don't hit innocent females 6 times. I'm from the Supreme Team. I don't shoot innocent victims. The Supreme Team didn't shoot innocent victims. You got to be in the game to get got. Certain sets actually still play by the rules, y'all. You heard, Curtis? Certain sets still play by the rules. And that's actually hard for people to believe. It's hard because people like Troy, McElroy, Av, Takashi, people like that, people want to assume before they got the facts. Well, here's the facts. Jim Jones, not a rat. Everybody running around, Jim Jones, he's a rat because Whack 100 said so. Jim Jones is not a rat because no one got super violated. If Takashi got super violated, Jim Jones would be under the jail. Snitching isn't on his jacket either. Let's just be real. Did he snitch on True Life? Did Jim Jones snitch on True Life when they were beefing? He had a chance to rat. He had a chance to rat back then. Yo, there's these dudes on the Lower East Side. There's this Spanish guy. He's got all these Spanish gangs going crazy. You didn't hear Jim Jones saying that type of shit back in the day. He's not a rat. And he never was a rat. Because a rat will reveal himself the first chance that he gets. This shit ain't Donnie Brasco, you guys. Donnie Brasco is a movie. I'm going to need y'all to grow up. And listen to what I said. My bad. Just tagged my phone. And listen to what I said. He was charged with 2 counts of murder. You hit a female 6 times. So not 1, you got 2. I'm not sure where she was shot, but she was in a car, so I'd have to say it was above the waist. So now, homie, you got 2 murder charges. So the female who lived, it actually never occurred to you that she snitched on you? It never occurred to you that she's the one who snitched on you. Hey, guys, did it never occur to anyone here that the woman that Shine shot in the nose snitched on Shine? It never occurred to you that Diddy didn't snitch on Shine? I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like the way Diddy moved during that whole trial. During that whole situation with Shine, you could tell Diddy wasn't from the streets. But someone like Casanova, 2 times, for instance, he would know how to move. I've personally seen Casanova G-check rappers in the club. I could name them. Do y'all remember? You want me to name them? Don't y'all remember? Casanova was popping all that shit about the swipeys. That whole club was shook. Hassan Campbell wasn't there. Gully TV wasn't there. Okay? I was there. I'm the blogger that's outside. Hassan Campbell, you weren't there. You never been to a club without your big brother. I am my big brother. I've personally seen Casanova G-check rappers. I never seen the club so scared. Free my brother Casanova. And the whole thing about Casanova being a snitch, where? Prove it. He's charged with a gang conspiracy of leading the apes. You don't see him singing. You don't see him ratting and telling. And I got to say, if Bimmy wasn't being investigated for this, then why would he speak on it? He would speak on it to clear his name. And you want another part? He said the dude tried to say he knew me? Are you serious? The dude tried to say he knew him. He said he used to get money with one of my dudes in Queens. Let's get to that. So now you're thinking because you did dirt with my mans, that makes you my homie? I don't know you from anywhere. Brooklyn and Queens have been getting money together. You know, and there were a select few dudes, you know what I mean? Dudes like Maserati Fox. He didn't care about the politics. He went to Brooklyn, and even when dudes tried to tell him like, nah, Fox, it's not a good idea riding around out there. But you want to know what? He still had his homies that went with him. He still had people riding with him. He wanted to show the Tompkins Projects that they could be on Merrick Boulevard because we're cool. We can do that. We show love. We bring Brooklyn dudes to our sections. And technically, that's unheard of. That's unheard of. Brooklyn wasn't inviting nobody out. Nope, not Flatbush, not Church. They wasn't inviting you. You're not a resident of this borough. You're not a resident, so that means you can't visit. You can't visit. That's just the kind of situation it was, you guys. Long story short, though, I'm still going to need somebody in the chat to explain why writing an affidavit on a total stranger you did no crimes with prior to or actively, why is that considered snitching? Why did the state drop all the charges on his co-defendant? 2 people got shot. They could have hit him with an attempt. I mean, these guys, these people, they're dying for indictments. They're dying to give out jail time. Do you ever wonder why his co-defendant walked? Did you bring that to anybody's attention, Zip? That raises more questions than answers. What is this Cody's name? What is this Cody's docket number? Do you know that, Gully? You're so gully, but you don't know any information about the streets. Mikey T, the white boy, is putting you on to shit about the streets. And I want you to listen to me now. I want you to listen to me now. It is literally not possible that this person is in jail because of Bimmy. It's like actually seriously not even possible. I listed all those charges. I just read. Do you know? Do you know the charges? Do you think Bimmy's affidavit alone got that man locked up? They had so much evidence and shit piled up on that guy, to be real. They just wanted to scare Bimmy. They wanted to see if they could get him to admit to something. That's why they pulled up on him like he said. Again, do you know who Fat Cat is? Again, do you know who Fat Cat is? Do you know how many? Let me stop. Maybe I'm going too far back for y'all. Maybe there's a lot of youngins in here. I'm definitely losing some of y'all because when I start talking about Pappy Mason, you know, the real gangster shit, I lose some of y'all, including Gully TV. Gully is one of the people I'm going to lose today on this podcast. He's going to be like, I'm so lost on this podcast. He's going to, you know what I mean? He just can't piece shit together like I can. The dude got 35 years plus for popping someone. And nowadays, dudes are actually getting out in 7. This guy must have had some violent crimes beforehand. Dudes are getting less time now. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound insensitive, y'all. Look at the time Arab got for nobodies. Not a violent offense, drug charge. But they did the same shit. It doesn't matter if it's a violent offense, doesn't matter if it's drugs. It's all going to fall under that RICO charge, which is why Bimmy is smart, if you ask me. Because technically, he could have got locked up with the Supreme Team. He could have got locked up under the RICO Act. Bimmy is smart. He distanced himself. He knew where the road was actually going to take him. He knew where that road was going to take him, man. He saw it. And that doesn't make him soft, man. It doesn't make him soft because you choose a different route. He doesn't make you soft because you say, I'm going to go make some music. I'm going to go manage some artists. I'm going to do some podcasts. That's not soft. Hit that like button if you're in here. Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. I see St. Louis is in the building. Hit that like button, though. Support the channel. We got some real ones in here tonight. So what if you were a member of the most deadly crew in Queens? So what if you're the leader of the 9 Trey Bloods? You can still go to fashion shows and wear a tight, white, purple see-through shirt like Jim Jones did. So what? People are going to laugh. Who cares? Bimmy doesn't need to prove to no one that he is tough. Jim Jones doesn't need to explain to you that he is tough. And neither does Mano. And for those of you who want an explanation from Mano, or you know what I mean, Gully, for these guys who want an explanation from Mano, you're not street enough for it. You won't comprehend it. The same way Gully TV won't comprehend this video that I'm doing today. Gully is the same person who leaked a bunch of shit on Dark Low to attempt to get him jammed up. If I was Bimmy, I would have asked him one question. Why would you say Dark Low was threatening you? Why would you say Dark Low is threatening you, you rat? But you know what? In all honesty, Bimmy probably doesn't even know that. Bimmy just to let you know, this dude Gully TV incriminated Dark Low on the internet. To me, that means he's a rat. So whatever you're doing with him, it's a bad look for you to even be on his channel explaining shit. Come holler at a real one and be on my channel explaining shit. Come holler at a real one, man. I won't be on here accusing you for shit when I don't even know the details. I'm neutral. There's certain things I find hard to believe. Mano is soft? I don't believe that. Certain things I just don't believe. Jim Jones, not a real blood? Certain things I just don't believe. Certain things I just don't believe. And let me ask another question. What motive does Bimmy have to rat on this dude? It's obvious that the female involved felt some type of way. This guy actually used his trust with the female. This dude actually used his trust with the female because he knew her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, whose vehicle she was in. So he used her kindness against her, as I told you, when he looped around and then rolled his window down 2 feet away from her, because she knew who he was. You know, I watch interviews, guys. I watch interviews from Doggy Diamonds, Vlad TV, Adam 22. So you can't tell me, nobody in this chat can tell me that Gully TV wasn't trying to steer that conversation in his direction. Is that being neutral? And when all else fails, you know, it was the chat that wanted to know. That's all. I just don't know why Bimmy didn't tell him take it deep and log out, especially when he started saying all that bullshit about 10 toes down. You know what I mean? Because that's all I would have had to say to somebody who had zip with the drip on my channel. If I was Bimmy and Gully had zip with the drip on his channel, which he did with no accurate information. Gully even said at that time, the man was waiting on the information, still accusing him. You can't wait an extra day, can you, Zip? Time is just too precious. You had that interview with Taxstone, didn't you? Well, guess what you just did? You just jeopardized all of your credibility. All that credibility you just gained from your little Taxstone interview. Good job, homie. You tricked Taxstone. You just threw all your credibility out the window with this one, homie. I make claims about Hassan Campbell and Terror Squad. What happens? Hassan Campbell comes on the internet and confirms. Fat Joe has a lot of solid people. Fat Joe went and hollered at my boy T-Mac. Why weren't you telling the world that years ago? Why did it have to be Mikey T to point it out there that Terror Squad applied some pressure? You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, man, let's be real about this. Let's be real. Let's be real. A lot of people out there would rather just hear Bimmy is a rat. They'd be like, yo, I got 60,000 views on this video. Bimmy knows that, though. He knows that they're all doing it for views. But Bimmy, you don't even owe this guy Gully TV an explanation, beloved. But you're a grown man. You can choose who you want to be friends with. And this is why free the top goon Arab. Arab once told me in an interview, and I quote, this came from Arab's mouth. It was like so profound. I didn't expect it to come from Ab. It's mad simple, but profound. The man said to me in an interview, revenge is a dish best served cold. I felt stupid because I wanted to ask him, like, yo, man, can you elaborate on that? Like, honestly, I felt like asking that, but then I'm just like, let me play it cool. But afterward, I'm like, what did he mean by that? Was it a riddle? But then, guys, it occurred to me. Let me ask you in the chat, did you ever eat cold calamari? Like, if they brought you cold calamari to your table, would you eat it? You might because it looks good, but it ain't cool like cold shrimp. You understand what I'm saying? Calamari, shrimp, you guys following me here? The point is, revenge is a dish best served cold. Now, had these idiots took Ab's advice and not slid right away, because of course, why would you slide right away? Because of course, why would you slide right away? Revenge is a dish best served cold. So you wait. Listen, when they bring you out the food, you don't eat it. You don't eat it, Flabby Hassan. It takes discipline, though. When they bring it out, you don't eat it because everyone out there, everyone in the restaurant is looking and wondering, what is he going to think of it? Everyone is looking at you like, how come he's not eating it? How come he's not eating it? It's because I'm waiting for it to be cold. And then when it gets cold, all the eyes will be off of me. It's cold. And now no one is actually interested in me no more. I say that to say this. The police, they're not interested no more. A cold case means, damn, he slid on somebody from 20 years ago? He slid on beef from 15 years ago? They just got him today? That's how you're supposed to move. Militant. My boy got shot Tuesday. I'm going to slide Thursday. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. The police know what to expect. They know who to actually expect it from. They know they got extra eyes on you. It's that type of shit. They already know who's going to retaliate. The police know the shooter and the victim. But in this case, a female was involved, you guys. In this case, a female was involved. So let's get to that. In this case, a female was involved. A civilian was struck. Let's get to that. So when a civilian is struck, it actually means more than a gang case. A civilian was struck. Now we care. And we'd like to have 2 people in jail, which technically they did. One did 22 months, though, and got out with all the charges dismissed. Yet you want to try and place this on Bimmy. Charges dismissed. And then the survivor pointed out the petitioner in court. Bimmy pulled a Mano on this. He pulled the Mano on the police. He gave them just enough, but not enough. Can somebody tell me why a police officer investigating an active case or this guy actually, when he interviewed Bimmy, I should say, tell me why they wanted more time with Bimmy? Why did this dude want more time? If I could have only had more time with Bimmy, I could have got all the information. It's because Bimmy told him to kick rocks. You charging me or not? I got nothing to tell you. He hit him with that Mano game, man. There's certain dudes who are just too smart for the tricks. What did that cop think? That Bimmy was just going to start coming through on a regular basis, a weekly basis, and just giving you information? Bimmy, if he is music, in fact, the guy gave you a little bit of basic information that the police already knew. He gave you some basic shit that probably wasn't even true. Whatever Bimmy probably told the police was cap. Some people do that. They just go in there and they tell them the wildest shit. Like, he was in a Subaru. Meanwhile, he really had a Lincoln Navigator. They do it just to throw them off. You know what I mean? Nobody is in jail because of Bimmy. 2 dudes went to jail because of a female. And the second dude is in jail for 40 years because he actually caught a body in this case. Gully TV, this isn't rocket science. I don't know why I got to explain this to you, but I know it's just not Gully because I've seen a few headlines out there. Let me ask you something, guys. Do you think the feds were like, I wish I had more time with 6ix9ine? That's the difference between a rookie and a veteran. 6ix9ine, rookie, amateur hour. Bimmy, veteran. And you can tell just by the way that they conduct themselves. Every time they call 6ix9ine, he's there. 9 a.m., you need me? I'll be there. Bimmy, missed call. Why y'all on me? I told y'all what I knew. Y'all got my statement. So everyone running around with this Bimmy is a rat story, I'm going to shut you down because I don't like it. If someone deserves it, I'll throw a paperwork party. And for those of y'all who are going to ask me, don't ask me for the documents. Unless your name is Bimmy, don't ask me for the documents. I'm Mikey T. I'm exclusive. I know everything. I read the paperwork. I have a lot better of an understanding on this matter than Gully TV. Now, I'm not mad. I'm not mad that I didn't get the interview. That's not what this is about. I'm just saying I'm better at doing interviews than you, Gully TV. I have more experience than you. Listen to your interview playback, Gully. It wasn't that good, just to be real. But I know, trust me, people say, Mikey T, what you do is easy. Interviewing people, how hard could that be? Mikey T, you make it look like your job is so hard. What do you want? A medal? Guys, it is a hard job. This is an actual job. I spent hours today working on the YouTube material. I don't do this for play. I don't drop a video every once in a while, once a week like Gully TV does. I don't do a live whenever a rapper gets shot like Hassan Campbell does. Oh, let me do a live. Did that rapper get indicted? Then I can go live now. That's not what I do. And my work speaks for itself. My boy was telling me, yo, I was looking for an interview, but I couldn't find it on your page because there's so many videos on your page. What's poppin', Rizzy? I see you, G's. Everybody in here, hit that like button. Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. Appreciate everybody tapping in the live tonight. Definitely appreciate y'all tapping in the live. Hit that like button if you support the channel. Hit that like button if you support the channel right now. You know, I was thinking to myself, he got 40 for a body? Where they do that at, man? But then I thought to myself, this dude probably had multiple felonies. This dude, he shot a female. I don't give a fuck about this dude. And y'all gangsters, go upstate. And practice shooting your guns. Don't shoot for the stars. I'm tired of you dudes hitting innocent Vics. Nobody would have been in jail had you not hit the female, stupid. Not you, not your mans. Nobody would have got jammed up. A civilian gets hit, people want answers. Civilian gets hit, it's not about gangs no more. Now the court system wants to make an example out of you. Or Bimmy or whatever. And trust me, I will tell you. I wish I had more time with Bimmy, right? I wish I had more time with Bimmy. I just know he would have spilled the beans. You heard what Officer Foley said? He said he wished he had more time to spend. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. I wish I had J-Lo's phone number. You can wish upon a star. You can wish upon a star, homie. All that you want doesn't mean it's going to happen. That's his perception, though. Yeah, I could have got more information out of him. And in order for somebody to be a snitch, let me ask, who is in jail as a direct result of Bimmy? No one. So this is where it said it was obvious that the counsel felt that he had more time to investigate certain witnesses, namely Music, James Anthony, whose statement and a possible testimony could have cast a shadow on Shamina's credibility. She was looking at you dead in your face. You had another guy who was right there. You had another guy in your car, charges dismissed after 20 months. If they had more time to interview Anthony. Here's my thing. If I almost got the championship, am I the champion? I almost had an accident today, but my whip game is proper. But anyways, almost doesn't count. That's like saying 6'9" almost snitched, but he didn't. Then okay, 6'9" isn't a rat, and the whole world wouldn't make fun of him. Patrick Ewing almost won a championship for the New York Knicks. He almost made that finger roll. but he didn't. And the Knicks were losers and didn't win the championship. Okay, Supreme Team haters, 50 Cent fans, Bimmy is not a rat. He's not a rat, you guys. So let's read some more of this paperwork. Music. This interview was described in August 19th, 1995. So this comes about a year after the arrest, I assume. Music stated that Carlton, another guy involved in this incident, had murdered a man in Brooklyn, and Shamina either witnessed the murder or the murder was a result of an argument over Shamina, according to Music. Let me break that down. If Carlton is under investigation for a murder, if he's under investigation for a body, the detectives rolling around looking for Carlton to question him obviously know that everyone around him is in danger, especially a female who the incident may or may not have been over, especially a female who actually witnessed a crime. Yes, so this is information the detectives already would have had. Do we really need to dispel all of these paragraphs? Because I feel like dudes ain't going over the information. Carlton believed that Shamina had assisted the police in identifying him. Doesn't that happen in every single case? Hell, if Shamina did talk to the police about Carlton, then the police would definitely know that Shamina's life was in danger because she was ratting, because she was being forced to comply, whatever it was. They had a charge on her. Okay. And in retaliation for her identification, Music asserted Carlton put a contract out on Shamina. So basically, if Music is Bimmy, he's just saying information the police already know. Like I said earlier, dudes will talk to the police all the time and send them on wild goose chases. All right, so Music also described that Derek was involved with a violent gang known to commit street robberies and sell drugs. Interesting. All information that the police, the detectives, anybody investigating would have known. It's activity that's going around in their neighborhood. This is all information Music is supplying them that is known information. There's a hit on the girl. Okay, if she witnessed somebody getting bodied, it's called cutting off a loose end. Oh, the dude Derek who got bodied in the car, shot in the head, his crew were some stick-up kids and selling drugs. Yes, I think the police knew that information. Do I really need to debunk all this shit step by step for you guys? I'm sorry, Zip was locked up for a little bit. Zip, you were locked up, running from Blue Boy. So Music stated that he was in Baisley Park when Carlton was killed, and before the murder, he saw 4 members of Derek's gang. Music, however, did not state that he witnessed the murder of Derek and that he had any firsthand knowledge of the murder or how he learned any of this information. Everybody knew Derek got bodied. Oh, I knew Derek got bodied. Don't have any further information. I obviously know what happened at Baisley Park when Carlton was killed. Yeah. We even saw Bimmy speak about this on Gully's channel when he said his people rushed him out because that's what they do to somebody who is actually worth something. They get them away from a situation like this. And now this whole situation happens with Carlton. Does anybody know Carlton? No, but everybody knows Bimmy, the guy who went from the Supreme Team to Def Jam. It's always the biggest names that get caught up. So first of all, He's still not a rat. You put a hit on a shorty. Even if Shamina told on you, you deserve to get told on. You shot the wrong person. You deserve to get told on. You shot a civilian. Hello, Hassan Campbell, Susio voice. Hello. And as far as what Derek was doing, they know what Derek was doing. They know he had a crew of stick-up kids. They know if Shamina witnessed Carlton do something, they know she's what is considered a loose end. Zip with the Drip might be tricking the general public. Zip with the Drip might be tricking. Zip with the Trick might be tricking the general public, but he's not tricking someone who's read shit like this before, man. Hassan Campbell, Zip with the Drip. Come on, man. They know what Derek was doing. They know his tattoos. They knew who he was. Like the police didn't know which crew he was running with. Bimmy gave them just a little bit. You know that 50 Cent song? Just a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just enough, not a lot. Because he could have given them everything if he wanted to. But he knows how to play the game. Veteran. This is not Troy Ave. And again, I want to be very clear about this. If you shoot a female, I'm going to tell on you. Me personally, I'm going to tell on you. Unless she got shot by another female, I'll just let them figure it out. But if you're a guy and you shoot a female, I don't give a fuck. You can call me whatever you want to. Who the fuck shoots shorties, man? Don't spin that block, man. Don't spin that Yui. Don't spin that Yui if you're not prepared. Move smart. Oh, he has a passenger. I'm not doing it now. Now you got this guy like, if it wasn't for the judge, I'd be home. Mikey T is telling you this. If you want to be a criminal, do your jail time. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Snoop Dogg song. Or if you can't catch the vapors, man. A lot of y'all gang members, you need to stop pancaking. Yep, I just said it. Because I'm buying Bisquick and Aunt Jemima for all of you. Because y'all are out there pancaking. I see a dude one week, he says he's a Blood. The next week, he's a Crip. What is up with y'all, man? Stop with that shit. Switchsiders, they should be illegal in New York. New York needs to take that shit more seriously. I don't know why you're actually giving passes for that. Take a page out of the West Coast's book with that one, y'all. If Bimmy was a confidential informant, let me ask you this. Why was he walking through Queens comfortably? Why was he walking through Queens so comfortably? Yeah, that's right. 30 million Mikey in the building. Hit that like button. Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. What's popping, y'all? You already know what it is. You already know what it is. We got a live episode going on tonight. Zip with the Drip is my son. Zip with the Drip is my fan. When I hit his DM, oh yeah, you know he knew who the fuck was hitting him up, you little fanboy. If Bimmy was a confidential informant, answer this, Zip. How was he walking through Queens comfortably? These dudes is from a stick-up crew. They robbed dudes. Nobody slid on Bimmy. Oh, but he ratted on him, right? Well, he's walking around Queens without a care in the world. You want to know why? Because he's got a clean conscience. He's not worried about it. You think if Bimmy shot a female by accident, a stranger wouldn't rat on him? Let's be real, guys. You think if the shoe was on the other foot, what is wrong with y'all? Let's be real about this. But again, I don't get paid to defend people, but I'm not stupid either. And before y'all tell me about what everyone is saying, I didn't watch what Star was saying. I didn't peep Showface's joint, but I like his channel. I don't know what they're saying because I didn't peep their stuff on it. But when stories like this come up, people are like, yo, let's run with this. Let's get to that. Get the views. It's content. It's kind of fucked up that Bimmy has to defend himself. This is exactly why Jim Jones doesn't respond to y'all. It's exactly why Jimmy doesn't even be responding no more. So when y'all are like, Jim Jones must be a rat, think about it. He must be a rat. He never says anything about it. That's your logic? Because someone refuses to entertain ridiculous ideas? You think he's supposed to prove to you that he is not? Why don't you prove that he is? Oh, and you can't, so shut up. We call that, you want to know what we call that? We call that Walt Disney. You should be an author. You should write stories. You should write books. You're very creative. You're very creative. And Zip, like I said, you ruined your credibility, man. You ruined your credibility from the interview that you actually had with Taxstone. You ruined it. You ruined all the credibility you had, man. So I'm going to need you to hold on, young grasshopper. Something just ain't right. Not so fast. That's why I'm doing this podcast tonight. I think everyone has just jumped to conclusions without knowing the full story. Talking about Bimmy. So because he wasn't indicted with the Supreme Team, that means he's a rat? Guys, I'm doing this video tonight because I feel bad for Bimmy because he gets a lot of hate. And he's actually a good dude. But he gets a lot of hate, and it's because of the Supreme Team. A lot of people get hate from their past. People don't hate Bimmy because of something that he did. They simply hate him because he was down with the Supreme Team. So everyone out there that's jumping to conclusions, they act like Bimmy, they're going off on Bimmy, acting like he ran over their grandmother, crossing the street. You hear what I'm saying? What's up with the hate on Bimmy? I'm asking. Y'all don't like Supreme. I understand that. But Bimmy doesn't have nothing to do with that, man. If Bimmy is a rat, I would have had no problem coming on here and saying it. But guys, I'm not jumping out the window. I'm not attacking nobody without really knowing. One thing about me, I don't jump out the window because Star said so. And y'all know that Zip with the Drip, you may or may not have known. You may or may not have known, but Zip with the Drip was offered an opportunity. He was offered an opportunity through Bimmy. Let's get to that. But major salute to my guy, Crime 11550. Crime 11550 with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, G's. Mikey 30 million. Mikey 30 million. Mikey, shout out. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in tonight, man. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in tonight, man. And I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the podcast tonight. I want everybody watching this to hit that like button right now. Drop a comment on this video. If you want to follow back on social media, I'm going to follow everybody back that follows me based on this video. All you got to do is hit the link in the description if you want to follow me. I just felt the need to come out and do this video today because of the fact that Bimmy has supported me in the past. And I actually read the information I actually went through all 79 pages of the paperwork, read the information, got an understanding of what's been going on here. And it's pretty simple. The guy who committed this crime had a co-defendant who was released. The guy who committed this crime had a co-defendant that was released within 20 months. Let's get to that. Did young Pip let the world know that the guy had a co-defendant? After the incident happened in 1994, his co-defendant was exonerated. His co-defendant's charges were dismissed. Yes, that's right. Who missed that information? I didn't hear nobody report that the petitioner's accomplice, a man by the name of Tom, a passenger in the petitioner's car during the shooting, was also arrested. He was also arrested and indicted as a co-defendant, you guys. There was somebody else that was indicted and a co-defendant on this joint. But get this, on April 23rd, 1996, a little less than 2 years after the original incident, the state dismissed all charges against him. Zip, you're going to have to go back to the drawing board, homie. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board, homie. Don't you remember when Treyway got locked up? Who did 22 months? Who did 22 months while they handled the trials? While they handled the plea deals? Who did 20 months? And you're trying to call Bimmy out? Because Bimmy was at the location where it happened? Because Bimmy knew that Derek had got shot? Everybody knew that information. A lot of y'all wouldn't be on the internet. A lot of y'all wouldn't be out there at the Baisley projects, the Baisley court. You know what I mean? But that's somewhere Bimmy obviously was. And that's why he was questioned in this. And he even said when he walked out of his building that he was questioned by the police. They walked up to him and he's like, I'm doing music. And, Zip with the Drip is a fanboy of mine. Zip with the Drip is a fan of mine. But he's really just a Hassan Campbell clout chaser because of the fact that Zip with the Drip originally started riding my wave. Yeah. I'll be real about it. Me and Zip with the Drip, we had brief conversation in the DM. You know what I mean? Because he is a follower of mine. Like a lot of these other bloggers, like some of Hassan Campbell's close friends, they know what I do because it's not like I came here overnight. I've been here for a long time. Zip with the Drip knows who Mikey T the movie star is. Zip with the Drip wants to be Mikey T the movie star. Think about it. Mikey T the movie star, Zip with the Drip. Think about it. This guy wants to be me. You know what I mean? Gully, you lost your spot to 10 toes down. You're out of this conversation, homie. You know? So look what Zip with the Drip did. What up? Corona Queens, New York City in the building. Appreciate you. We got Corona tapping in. So yeah, look at the situation here. Zip with the Drip was being offered a podcasting opportunity by Bimmy. Multiple others were as well. Multiple other people were as well, you guys. They were offered a deal through Bimmy to actually get their network together. Hassan Campbell was in. Hassan Campbell spoke to Bimmy. Y'all saw Hassan Campbell was running scared of Bimmy just on his live. He's like, oh, man, Zip, man, I don't know. You shouldn't be saying that about Bimmy. Yeah, I'll get to that with another video on your punk ass, Hassan. You want to put out information about Bimmy like that? I'll make a video about that. But yeah, you was running scared, Hassan, in your last live video, copping please to Bimmy. Yeah, you was copping please. Well, Bimmy came on my channel and said, Hassan Campbell doesn't fucking matter. Bimmy came on my channel and said, what you say doesn't matter. You can't tell me not to do hip hop. Bimmy said so. The man who you actually agreed to do something with when it came to podcasting, 10 Toes Down was spoken to. The two of you had to mend your issues, right? But then Hassan Campbell told Zip with the Drip not to do it. Hassan Campbell told Zip with the Drip, I turned it down. I ain't doing that shit. I'm doing my own shit. So Zip with the Drip turned down the deal based on Hassan Campbell, you guys. Zip with the Drip turned down his working relationship because of Hassan Campbell, who had already previously agreed to do it. You see the dysfunction here, you guys? And then Zip with the Drip spent the whole, first year of his career deriding Hassan Campbell? Is he still doing it? I don't really know. I stopped paying attention to Zip with the Drip. And then he came back with the Techstone interview. I had a measure of respect for him. You know what I mean? But he just sunk his ship. He just sunk his ship going at Bimmy, man. He kind of fried himself, man. When you have a big joint, on your channel like that, man, when you have a game-changing interview like that on your channel, you shouldn't have did. Your follow-up was really weak, man. Your follow-up was extremely weak. You even have Hassan Campbell dissing your couch. I might do a video about that. Hassan Campbell goes off on Zip. I might do a video on that, man, because honestly, man, you trying to make a spectacle out of Bimmy, someone who offered you help, someone who has actually changed the game in multiple positive ways, something I know you couldn't respect because I know you have no respect for the golden era of hip hop. I would have to assume you don't know shit about the golden era of hip hop. And you don't know shit about this day and age either, man. And for anybody trying to say Bimmy's a rat, I mean, nobody was out on 142nd and Foch yesterday saying Bimmy was a confidential informant. I'll tell you that much. My boy was actually out there yesterday. He sent me pictures, videos out there chilling on Foch, 142nd and Foch, because that's how we do. If we want chopped cheese, we'll go to Bronx River for it. Pull up right in your hood, Poppy. All your friends know me anyways, Poppy. You know what I'm saying? If we want whatever we want, we're gonna go out there and we're just gonna take it, man. We're gonna go out there and get it, man. I ain't stopping till I accomplish everything that I want to do, man. But this right here, little detour. I don't mind making a detour as long as I'm defending one of my G's, one of my homies, somebody who has stuck their neck out for me. So that's why I came out here today to speak my piece on Zip with the Drip. What up, what up, what up? BX in the building. What's popping with you? We got the Bronx in the building. Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from tonight. Holla at me, y'all. Gun Hill Road, what's popping? Yeah, you know you always pass Gun Hill Road when you're on your way back to New Haven. Yep, that's right. Salute to that. Salute to the Bronx. Salute to everybody that tapped into the video. I hope everybody enjoys this video on demand. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to come out and speak my piece. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the paperwork is looking fugazi to me, you guys. Something just ain't right. Something ain't right, man. I'm just saying. And Zip, nobody believes you, man. Nobody believes you, Zip. Sorry, G's. You kind of fucked this one up, man. Especially so close to your Taxstone interview. Jeez. It's over for you, Zip. You just really fucked up your credibility, man. You are now considered the boy who cried wolf. Zip with the Drip's new alter ego.